I'll say that back. No, I won't. I don't have a dad joke today. Thank you all for coming and making the effort to come and bless this piece of space and energy. And it's such a joy to have everyone here. And I want to start off with really an announcement of gratitude. You know, you think of this path and you think of where we've come. We have to be grateful, you know, right back from all our lineage, and then the Autobiography of Yogi and the journey of Yogananda, and then the journey of Swami and what came before that, and then grateful for Jyotish Devi and the amazing Nayaswamis that put energy out or are channels for this ray of light of Ananda. And we've been truly blessed. We've had Nayaswami Asher and Nayaswami Shanti and Pranaba, Saga, Lakshmi, the whole team from Palo Alto. Every single one of them have literally followed an inner light and wanted to share it and bring their energy to this point. And so today I'm really grateful. Also grateful for the energy that it takes for, sorry to put you on the spot, Bhakti, but you know, Bhakti saw this journey and said, yes, this is where I need to be. And if you think of the journey of Swami Kriyananda, it's a similar journey. Like, he was this typical white American who was from a very well-off family. He had lived in multiple European countries. He came to the US. He basically was, you know, in that top 10% of, you know, Americanism at that time. And you think of this amazing person that sat in this country, and think of the energy, or think of what was sparked. This person lived their life. They had all this in front of them. Then their parents packed up and decided, well, the dad got a job in Egypt, and he helped them pack up their house and move them across there. And then he put his mum on the boat to go to be there, to be there. And this is in the 50s, am I right? The late 40s, 50s?
I don't know.
And so you can imagine that. There was no telephones, no mobile phones, no Facebook to catch up and do all those things. You know what I mean? Like, no. He was this, no, what's up? He couldn't, you know, at the blink of a second chat amongst his family. But he was, you know, in this white living culture. Next thing you know, you got to think of where this came from. He got drawn to read the Autobiography of Yogi. That sparked this amazing travel across the whole country. And within, I think, 48 hours or a few days, he was a renunciate and a disciple.
And moved in the ashram.
Yeah. That's an incredible journey, isn't it? And when you think about the affirmation that came in, that was chosen today, it's a similar thing. It's that surrendering to that call within. We are born in this world with so many preconceptions, aren't we? Of who we are, what we're meant to be, how we're meant to evolve, what we're meant to do, how we've got to have a living, how we've got to do this. So it's like, you know, whether it's Buddha, who was born a prince and was hidden from the world and, you know, had all the riches outwardly that he needed. And you have Swami, who was in a similar, but within that instance, this change of journey. Now, he could have sat there and debated it for a long time, couldn't he? And with every right to do it. But he was always seeking something. There was this seeking within that has been awoken. And Swami Sri Teshwar talked about it. Our Yogananda spoke about it. We are coming into a new age. We're coming into this change of energy. We're coming into a place where people are seeking something different. They know that they're not getting the satisfaction out of the new car, the new home, the riches that are upon these things, the promotion, that perfect thing outwardly, like we're always seeking that. But people are starting to switch, people are starting to feel this change of energy. And that was a big part of why Yogananda was brought into the US, because of this change of energy. It was to awaken souls, and it wasn't to bring Hinduism, it wasn't to bring religion, it was to bring truth of all religions and create and I'm going to use these words carefully, but it was to meet people where they were at. It was to meet people who were seeking that thing. But what they were seeking is the truth, but they wanted to know that truth. It's self-realization. It's within, it's not without. It's not the thing that they're after, that they keep seeking and falling, or going through that different level, whether it's you're well off or you're not well off, wherever it is. If you outwardly seek, you're going to play this roller coaster. And it was about bringing that truth to this side of the world from an understanding of that. And it was to connect the truth amongst all things. I'm going to read a book, and if you haven't read it, and I've said this a few times, it's called Lightbearer, and it's by Nayaswami. And it has some really golden nuggets for this stage of where we're at in Ananda Australia. It tells the story of this white American well-off kid that literally surrendered to truth and the journey that he was on. Now, no one says that when you read this, that journey was easy. And the thing that this talks about is why Ananda is so successful is we don't think the world is rainbows and unicorns. We believe that it is a movie where these play actors in this movie. So we're realists. We understand that we still have to play that journey. We've moved from an age where we all want to hide and go and be in a cave, but that's not this new energy. We have to awaken the rest of the world because, and I'll read you something in a minute, that is where we are. This is this new age of energy that we're moving into. We're meeting people where they're at. And if you read this journey, Swami did do that. He definitely built a village, definitely built Ananda, but he also met people where they were at. When he went out, he wanted to share. It was a beautiful thing that you talked about, the joy. He wanted to understand that the truth is joy and peace and all those elements of God, and to bring it up to them. Not to say that Ananda's the way to get it, but self-realization is. So there was Ananda where a community of like-minded people could come together and build energy. But he also traveled as Donald Walters, and he created music. He created things to bring joy to the people. And then he didn't at the forefront say, oh, this is Ananda, this is a path, this is the way you need to go. He showed joy. He wanted people to taste what it was like to know what true joy was and have it everlasting. That was the mission. That was his journey that he was on. And the passage that I'm going to read it's a little bit long, but so Swami had a time when every Christmas he would write or read a message. Is that right? That was correct, isn't it? And he was in actually Italy at the time, so he wrote this for the community. And as he did it, he spoke really the essence of where we're at in this world. And this was, I think, I'm trying to, because this is all in dates, I should actually find out which date it was. So we do 1985. So we're still, 1985, it's a fair while ago.
40 years-ish.
Yeah. I didn't want to give away age. But it's quite a while ago, isn't it? And so when you start thinking about this message then, and then thinking where we are in Australia and where we're at with this message, it's something to really take home. And I should have bought my glasses.
I can
should
read
learn
it if you need.
that. Yeah. Yeah, so it's this in his letter, and he talks about, you know, the different things, but yeah, that's the main message here. And so what he basically talks is about is that exact thing. With these, we have the element of, have you got it?
Yeah.
You good to read?
Okay. A monastery of the traditional type broadcasts the message, life is a dream. Leave this world and all that pertains to it and merge into God. The truest possible message indeed. But in a society so out of tune with God as ours is today, you leave the vast majority of people behind you unaffected or despondent. If you offer them as an example of what the successful devotee should be doing, a path of complete renunciation. If the issue were simply one of sincerity, those devotees would be right, certainly, who stressed more sternly, perhaps now than ever, the monastic ideal. I myself am very much in tune with the thought of abandoning this dream of delusion and seeking God alone, and of inviting only those to join me who really want God. But we are living in what bears all the signs of an age of ascending spiritual awareness, not one of steadily diminishing aspiration. People everywhere want higher values. They want a more spiritual way of life. I see an eagerness in people the world over to live closer to truth and to God. How can this sincere aspiration be ignored, even in the name of personal salvation? Are we not all brothers and sisters in God? With people everywhere longing for deeper insight into the meaning of their lives, can we in charity insist they leap a chasm that might, with a little patience, be bridged? Today, vast numbers might be brought to the spiritual path, provided that spirituality be presented in a way that they can relate to their present values and that isn't merely a reproach to their values. This new kind of monasticism, what God has helped us to create and at Ananda, is, I believe, the pattern of living that by its example and by the practical solutions that it offers to many of the problems besetting society today will prove the salvation of our civilization. Salvation from the spreading cancer of meaningless, self-aggrandizement, and cynicism. Spiritual communities where people band together in a freer spirit of dedication can bring to a focus and ignite in hearts everywhere a resolution to live again in true sincerity for God.
Such a beautiful passage, and something that I think it's a journey, it's a story of where we're at. We have an opportunity to meet people where they're at. We have all the tools. We have meditation, we have yoga, we have teachings, we have all these amazing things to highlight what people are seeking. And it's so interesting, and we talk about it collectively of when we're in Ananda online, and it's a beautiful thing to be online. We're truly blessed. This age of energy has allowed us to connect with our amazing devotees from all over Australia and all over the world if we want to. But it comes back to and we've seen it, and it's a lesson every time, and I love that, learning lessons as we go along. But the minute you put something physical here, it just opens another channel for the divine to shine through. There's stories upon stories of how somebody is at their rock bottom, they're about to end their life, and a picture comes to life, or a stone talks to them, or God has the ability to be channeled through anything. And I kind of laugh when we first got this space, but from the minute we put a bit of paint on the wall, I I had to draw myself every day not to take my shoes off to walk in this place. And it's such an energetic thing, but it's an energy that has been allowed to have the divine come through it, regardless of what it is. And we have an opportunity to keep expanding that energy and expanding that light. We have that ability to create what Ananda did. Again, in the Lightbearer, you think of all the things that Swami did. Swami went out initially, I think for nearly the first 20 years, and built money and put money towards building a community. And then at some point it was time, and I think it was someone in Hawaii actually said to him, hold on, aren't you the Swami? Aren't you the head of this? What if they should be doing that for you, not you doing it for them? But he built this saver, and the joy, he said, but I want, and then he recognized that yes, they had to do it, but he didn't do it because he wanted them to do it for him, and he never stopped doing it. He wanted to do it. He wanted them to do it, so he felt the same joy of the saver that he gets out of what he's doing. And it's a clear distinction. Saver isn't about the outcome. It's not about serving. It's about feeling the joy of doing it. And we've only touched on a minute part of just doing little bits here, those that have come, and it brings so much joy and energy. You come home so energized after being in this space, don't you? Like, it takes you ages to wind down, but the joy and the creativity and the expansion is the beauty of it, which is all God. It's the expansion of what comes. The minute you walk in here, you start thinking, you know, even like we had a conversation with Tanya, oh, what about this? What about this? As soon as you're coming in, you want to know more, and you want to know, find out more about how this can happen. And some of the things that have been discussed, which are just incredible, you know, kids, holiday programs, yoga programs for kids, beautiful stage to be able to put on a show and bring your kids along. We have an opportunity for over the back. We've met some wonderful, beautiful souls over the back that have like had health issues. Like, oh, that's what we need. We need yoga. We need something to keep us moving, to help us energize. They also want a place. You think of like, yeah, the local paramedics that came by. I just had Swami's Own playing in here, and I had some couple of old friends of mine that I used to be a paramedic with that came in there, oh, what are you doing? And they walked in here and they literally just stopped like this, and you could see their shoulders go, and they went, oh, that's what we need. That's all they said. And they walked out. The creativity that comes off it. I know Bhakti, like it probably takes us most times somewhere between a half an hour to get out of here every night, Bhakti, because we start thinking, oh, now what can we do next? What can we do this? But that is the joy of having a place and being channels of opening up that creativity. And it's not for the growth. It is the answer to what Swami spoke about in that letter. It's that people want to find the answer, but they're not going to, if you show them a book or something and say, there it is, they have to feel it. They have to see it. We have the beauty of the art and science. So we have the both, don't we? We have the creativity, but we have the science that backs it up, where we can share and expand and grow with what we actually have. It's such an amazing opportunity. But not only are we growing, but this light's growing. We're dusting away all these, you know, wonderful things. I know we've had a little bit of fun with, I don't know if you've seen these little copper doors. We have a local artist here that sort of had a little play, but just that alone, you know, you start looking at chemical reactions and the way things work, and the science of life is true. You know, that's the beauty of this path. It's not just the art and the expansion, it's the science behind it that is the truth behind it. We have all these abilities to grow and expand out. And that's what we're most excited about and grateful. We're grateful for the journey of Mukunda to Yogananda to Swami, Jyotish and Devi, all the people that have opened up and led this growth period. We need to now step up and feel the joy that they've done in growing and expanding this opportunity. And that's, to me, it's an exciting time, and I'm so grateful that we have such a wonderful group of people that are now can see it and feel it.
And I just thought it would be a fun moment to add. I'll try to be brief so we can move on to some more fun interactive bits. But just to remind us, the word Ananda means divine joy. Our little logo is an expansion of joy that returns out after sharing to its inner self for freedom. And then we also have the motto, joy is within you. And so I thought, just as we go out into the week, into the year, to celebrate today with Ganesha, who also probably came through the door with Babaji when it opened, we are going to be little joy warriors of Divine Mother. We get to now be representing a place that exists for Ananda, joy. And so each of us are little joy bubbles that are going to go out. We're going to come here as often as we can to make our bubble strong, so we can keep that protection around us of joy. And we're going to try to live in it and be somebody that goes out and shares it. And so there's three things about how do we maintain that joy. There's going within. That's in the motto. That one's easy. There's environment. That's coming to be together, even online, however it works, or come for special events, but commit to something that works for your life and stick with it. And then three, I had it. Let's see if it'll come. Environment. No, I did that one. Energy and will. Right? So as you can access that joy and make it expand with the principles of our path, which is being a channel. The channel is blessed by that which flows through it. Well, what's the best energy that we can attune to and allow to come through? The light of God, the joy of God. And then, well, that'll energize us. But we also need that willpower to say, okay, I feel it, but where do I put it? I need to share. So let's do that. Let's be joy warriors, and let's create our bubbles today, and then keep them as, we go out and do our dharma and have, whatever karma comes, but recharge yourself. We're here now. We're not going anywhere. We might someday change spaces, but the Ananda will have a presence, and we are not going to let it go, are we? We want something to stay.
We've learned something, haven't we?
Yeah? What?
That is, every time we think we have a plan.
God does. Yeah.
And that's a common theme. So we always surrender, but we put energy where it's, where we're sort of directed and guided. So it's really fun. And just to keep your minds on it, we had a little meeting with the board, and the board, we're talking about that concrete jungle as you walk in. We're going to turn that into an Ananda garden, a little Ananda Oasis.
Sanctuary.
It's a little sanctuary, so you'll be able to.
Is it outside?
Yeah.
I need to go.
No, we're going to
we're going to make it. This is our energy. So
No, I mean, where is it? I have no idea.
just the concrete driveway that you walked in.
It's not done yet.
We visualize it, but yeah, we're going to create it so that we create a space where we can go out in that garden and eat and share and have chai
And so before we get going on any more fun plans, we are going to do something really special for Ganesha's sacred day, which we did not realize we planned this on the same day, but that is very auspicious, right? So talk about affirming success for this to stay and sustain. We had Brahma. Okay, great. Thank you, Brahma. Yeah. Vishnu is happening now. And Shiva, well, that'll happen when this cycle is done and we're ready for our next phase of growth. But anyway, so what we're going to do, we have prasad here. We have little candles, and we're going to play Ganesha Sharanam, and we're going to all take a candle, or we might have a few incense people, but we're going to bless all of this space. You can go outside, you can go out, take the journey to the toilet area, whatever you want.
Please do that. It's taken a lot of effort.
We want to bring our blessings now. Let's start being our joy bubble. And we're going to feel God coming through you as you do this chant, becoming here to stay. And we're going to draw people by this joy. and just feel that and visualize it as you're going.
Let's just
So-
put it on.
Oh, no,
If you do it through that, I can make it loud.
I don't think the people online will hear it, so I'll do it on here, and then,
Okay.
so, as I start this music, just feel free to come up, and we will hand you a prasad, and we'll try to do this for you online as well.
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha 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 Ganesha Sharanam
Is that your key off?
Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha
Maybe an item around the garden.
Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam
You go, Anna?